Yes, I'm an ex-Muslim until I decided that I could rebel. Mak nak suruh buat macam gini kan.
But what was the turning point, the real reason that you decide to take the step?
What the hell am I doing this?
When you renounce, are you into any other kind of religion?
You wanna ask means you want to know the answer. Whether the answer is something you like or not.
Did any of the questions trigger you?
Did the religion did something to you? But
No,
they cannot pay
these
me.
are very... Shit, is this all I'm getting?
I'm sorry to ask you this question. Might sound a bit insensitive.
I'm going to leave, I'm going to renounce, and I'm going to get a dog.
I am Daddy Vibes.
I am Baby Q.
And we are
Cookie Max.
Second lah.
Oh, you go to future already, huh?
Then the abang, that's right, bro. That's right, bro.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Cookie
Cookie
Max,
Max.
where we dive into unspoken stories and untold truths
What happened?
in Singapore.
What happened?
Nothing happened. It's just our usual.
Okay.
Yes. So today, right now, we have a very,
Very special
guest
guest.
who goes by the name of Wati,
Wati.
and she is an ex-Muslim
Yes.
from Singapore. Wati, can we have a short introduction of yourself, please?
Wait, before that,
Yes.
thank you for taking your time over.
Thank
Welcome
you
to
for
Cookie
having
Max.
us. I like the name of the pod. Cookie Marks.
Yes.
I need to
It's
find out how you got to that.
It's a wordplay, lah. It's a wordplay.
Yeah.
You can guess what it is.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
You haven't guessed it before this?
No, I didn't.
Really?
I really thought you guys like cookies or something.
No, because a lot of podcasts were having like the kopio teh tarik thing. And so we were having like some tea time thoughts also. But at the same time with that wordplay,
Yeah.
so it's Cookie Max.
Yeah. And anyway, you seem dressed for our sort of
Yeah.
podcast team as well, lah.
Is that right?
Yes, it is.
I just work.
Okay. Once again, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for
Can
having
we have
me.
a short introduction of yourself?
I'm Wati.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I'm 52.
Wow.
And I'm a professional person. I guess.
Okay.
And like you said, I guess because that's also the reason why we're having this discussion
Right.
is that yes, I'm an ex-Muslim,
Mhm.
and that's it. I guess.
Okay. That's nice.
So actually, like we start,
Yes, we start.
proper.
Yes.
We also want to know, like, how is it like for Wati growing up? Like, are you in a very Muslim-centric family?
Well, growing up, I guess a little. My parents were the traditional,
What's the traditional sort?
not
Both.
as traditional as some others. Not super strict.
But they were practicing Muslims.
Practicing Muslims, and my extended family, are also not all of them, but yeah, I guess we are midway, yeah. And so I grew up like that, but also I had a lot of allowance to question a lot of things, and I've always been very vocal and inquisitive and vocal about my inquisitiveness.
Okay.
That probably drove my mom crazy. Bless her soul. She's passed on. And then the questions came into my head. And then it just, like that.
Were you
So-
ever a practicing Muslim? Ever in your life?
I mean, I did the whole thing, right? I did the prayers.
And that lasted for like how long?
I guess until I decided that I could rebel.
Okay.
Maybe I guess teenage lah. The usual. When you're a kid, you kind of like have to because mak nak suruh buat macam gini kan. Okay, pergi sembahyang, I mean whatever, right? Which is fine.
The
Which is the
usual
whole
lah.
thing, the usual stuff. And then you get to your teenage, you go like malas lah. Nak pergi tengok boyfriend lah. This sort. And then as teenagers, you rebellious, you go out and stuff. So that's when I'm not saying that's right, but it's not like a conscious. I feel like like no, I don't want. It's more like you growing up. You don't wanna. I don't wanna. I wanna go up tea dance. like that, you know. So when you say practicing, you know, I guess when
Here and there.
occasions lah, you know, like you know, this and that, a funeral, okay, you gotta do some stuff, you know. And I went to my last religious Z thing was when I went to Umrah
Okay.
Oh,
after my mom
nice.
passed on,
Okay.
because I was really more for her. When they say umrah kan mak kan, so, you know what I mean. And it is fine. I guess also I was guilty. I felt guilty because I would always go everywhere in the world, but that, and she would always like why don't, like, I would say, Mom, I'm going to Cuba in 2 months, you know. So, and she goes, when are you going to go umrah, you know, stuff like that, right? And I would just go, no, I go Cuba first, okay. Yeah. So, you know, and then she passed on. So you're like, oh crap. You know, I think it affects people. I
Yeah.
mean, you know, I think everybody would just, whether it's about umrah or whatever, right? This is always that regret.
Right.
More like, oh, I didn't listen to her, you know, and like I didn't bring her when she had asked me a few times. You know what I mean? So yeah, so that was really, I guess, that was really the reason I went.
At what age did you actually do your umrah, and at what age did you actually leave Islam?
Oh, my umrah was actually about after my mom passed on. I mean, she passed on in 2016. So it was, yeah, and then I left. I renounced. Quite recently, actually,
I
about
see.
2 years, 1 or 2 years ago. Yeah.
But what
I
was
was,
the turning point, the real reason that you decide to take the step, if you can say?
I can. It's actually the Palestine war.
I see.
I mean, I've always been like not practicing or not believing. Let's just say not believing more than anything.
But
Okay.
deep down, you actually had a sense of belonging in Islam. Just a tiny part.
No,
No, not at all.
never. And it was yeah. I had questions a lot, and more questions than anything. More doubts. More like resentment.
Resentment at the faith,
At
or
the
resent?
faith.
Oh,
Yeah, and you know, the faith and the whole ideology lah.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't more like it wasn't for me. Do you know? It's like, you know, when you're like, okay, why am I doing this? That sort of stuff. You know. Yeah, when you're in that situation about not just about religion, but whatever else, you sometimes you do get you do feel resentful. Like, why the hell am I doing this, or what, you know, stuff like that. And the distance thing that's long ago. It's more like it was like, yeah, gone, right? It was just a matter of like, okay, when, or like, you know, like, yeah, I'm done with it, right? So it was just a matter of okay, gotta do it, you know. And of course not, and of course, you know, you procrastinate, right?
right.
Just like anything else. So you're like, okay, I'll do it, fine. Then then you got lazy, or you don't think about it, and then stuff like that. Then something happened, whatever lah. And then I thought, okay, you know, when my mom passed away, so in that sense, you don't have that. I didn't have that thing
Support.
anymore. No. I didn't have that thing anymore that would have stopped me.
I see.
You don't do things. I mean, of course, your family is your family.
Yeah.
You
Yep,
know,
yep.
yeah. But the things you do sometimes is for them.
Yes.
But it's not. You don't want it. You don't want to do. Right? Okay. So when my mom passed away, then I was like, okay, right. It's not like I'm like jumping. Okay, let's do it now. No, but it's like, okay, if I were to do it, then it's just clear lah. You know, then quite clear, right? And then so okay.
So at that point of time, after years of procrastinating, is it a right word to use?
Procrastinating,
thinking-
but not that procrastinating, but not in a way that I'm like, oh, I cannot do it now. No, but it's just that you just got lazy. You don't think
Yeah.
about it. That's
Right.
all.
And you saw that clear path, and Let's do it.
Clear, like, okay, I think this is the time.
Mm.
Like, this is the time for me to go. This is
Okay.
no.
So
this is just-
when you renounce, are you into any other kind of religion, or are you
no,
just
no, there's no pull factor.
okay?
It's just push.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
when you renounced it, right? How was it? Did you go through like any
Process.
legal
you have
formalities, legal
to in
processes?
Singapore. You have to because
Okay.
we're all under. You're all under.
Yes.
You're all under Sharia.
Sharia.
Sharia. So you're under the administration.
Could you
Mm.
briefly
the-
explain to us the process of
Yeah,
this
briefly
process?
lah.
Yeah.
Okay, you got to go to a commission. You have to prepare a statutory declaration.
Mm-hmm.
Very simple, right? And so statutory declaration, it sounds so big and like, well,
It's
very
just forms,
very
right?
legal. It is legal,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not like you got to go lawyer. Nothing. You can write it up yourself.
I see.
And you just basically saying, I so and so, hereby declare. Basically a
Denounce.
declaration lah. And of course, you denounce lah. You say I renounce. So I would like to renounce the Islamic faith. Okay, whatever. And then of course your full details like your IC name, da da da. And then with that, you have to go to the Commissioner of Oath. Commissioner for Oath. Which is of course a lawyer, right? But
Right.
not every lawyer is commissioner for oath. Very easily you can get it very
Yeah.
easily.
Mm-hmm.
The easiest one is walk in Supreme Court. It's like just take a number
Oh.
and just choose like one for this, one for that. Yeah, and you of course you print it out, and then you go, and then of course he will just tell you. I mean, legally, you are true lah, truthful. Because if you're not, then it's a legal thing, which is
Right.
his job. Like you better not be lying. Basically, I mean, which is his
Yeah.
job.
Was the whole process a quick one, or it took a
Yeah,
bit
absolutely
some?
quick.
Mm,
The whole
okay.
thing, yeah, quick. And so I was just go, okay, yeah, and then go and he sign, chop, chop, chop.
Mm-hmm.
Da da da. You gotta do it in his presence, and then
It's
okay,
just
bye-bye.
the commissioner, no other witnesses.
Yeah, no need. Yeah,
It's
no need.
just-
It's just him. It's just like you go say, hey, I declare this, and then he will like, okay, this is true, you cannot bluff me, you cannot lie because if you're lying, perjury lah,
Right,
basically,
right.
then you can get into legal trouble, da da. Then I say yes, true. Then he chop, and then it's okay. So after this, basically, it's a legal thing, right? Legal thing. So then if you need to like go stana,
Mm.
then it has to be another thing altogether lah. So then with that paper, you pay you pay lah. You pay $25.
Oh.
Yeah. And then you go to Muiz. The best is of course you make an appointment lah.
Uh-huh.
Like you tell them I want to do this, and they go, okay, whatever time. Then you make an appointment, and then you go there to Muiz, and then the person of course is expecting you, right? You made an appointment already, and then you go in. These are all very private rooms lah.
Right,
right.
Like I think because these are all personal information, personal stuff anyway lah.
Yeah.
Anything that's legal it is like that anyway, right? It's
Correct.
PDPA lah, and so, which is which is quite. Of course, you need it. And you can ask questions. You can answer questions if you allow them to answer questions. If you do not want to, then I guess I assume you can just tell them, can you just sort this out? And you did the thing. Yeah. If you don't want to, because I heard from other people that no, I didn't want to talk about whatever. So I'm like, here, take my paper, and sign, bye bye. Yeah. Or if you're okay with them asking some questions, then
So usually they ask or no?
they do,
Uh-huh.
but they will. From what I recall, I think I was asked like, we're gonna ask you some questions. I think so. I cannot remember lah. I don't 100%. But I was okay with it. To me, it's like I said, I'm very open. You want to ask lah. But to me, I'm very fair also. You want to ask means you want to know the answer.
Right.
Whether the answer is something you like or not. It's only fair. Otherwise you're afraid lah. Don't ask lah.
Right. I mean, you only ask when you're able to receive the answers.
Correct.
Exactly.
and-
Yeah,
and-
and you have to accept
Right.
whatever answer that's given to you.
Right.
You know, within reason lah. Okay,
Yep.
right. Okay, nobody's gonna curse your
Correct.
face
Whether
out,
you
right?
disagree or not,
Exactly.
it has got nothing to do with the other person.
Exactly.
Right.
Right. So, yeah, I was asked some questions, and I think the questions were valid in a sense. I think I had this impression that it was really more for data
Mm.
more than anything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Fine. Okay. So that, like, for example, I was asked that question. No, did you go for any other? Is it because of any other religion or something? Yeah, I was asked that too.
Okay.
And I'm honest, no, like that. Yeah, there were some questions that were they asked like why and all that.
Did any of the questions trigger you by any chance?
No,
Nothing. So it was all mostly just like generic questions, like what is it trying to gather data? Nothing to trigger you.
some data, but some were like why, and why is personal lah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and I'm like I said, I'm also okay with that.
Yeah.
And I always say, okay, if you're gonna ask me why, then I will tell you why. And I said to the woman, to the lady, that okay lah. So I was quite frank
Okay.
with her.
Since we are at this topic, at that specific question, I think our viewers also want to know why. Like, did the religion did something to you, or did something happen that had a great impact on you?
That was one of the questions.
Okay.
I
I
can
think
work there,
just.
But
okay,
they
okay,
cannot
bye,
pay. But
bye.
they cannot pay
These
me
are
lah.
very no. These are very
Yeah.
these are very logical
Yeah,
questions
try.
lah. You know,
But
you
people
always
wanna
like,
know.
did
Right.
something happen?
Yeah.
You go to a counselor also, did something happen to you?
Right.
Right? Yeah. Was there a particular incident? No, not at all.
It was just everything that was compiled
Yeah.
together over the years.
yeah,
and all those
years,
things.
and just basically
All the
I
unanswered questions, is it? No.
unanswered questions. Yeah.
Or
But
maybe
also things that I don't agree with. Do you know, like, it's just like this. It's like a person who's been eating meat, and then after a while you're like, you know what, it doesn't agree with me anymore. I don't like the blood. I don't like, you know what I mean. I'm just giving an
Right.
analogy, yeah. And it's like, okay, I'm gonna go vegan.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's just okay. It doesn't agree with me.
Personal
I don't-
preference.
personal preference.
yeah.
I don't want these things in my life, you know, and I don't want to be subjected to certain things.
So in that case, am I right to say that the thing is really Islam or the religion itself was holding you back from certain things or a lot of things in your life from you doing it? Is it?
Yeah, that's part of it. Yeah, that's definitely it, because you have to admit it is certain. I mean, it is all encompassing. You know, the faith is like that.
A
right?
substantial
I
amount-
mean, this is a fact, lah.
Right.
You know, I mean, you can't, you know,
Do
like, okay,
this
if
and
I,
that.
you know, if my father passed away, I'm sorry, but I cannot, I get less inheritance than my brother. This is just part of it. There's no denying it. There's no point.
Right.
Right? So does that, like, you question, like, what, that really stops me? I mean, I'm just like, why am I getting less inheritance than my brother? You know,
So-
you know, and these are the many questions I asked as I was growing up, and I'm like, why, huh? Why? Am I not taking care of my parents just as much as him,
Right.
or
right.
you know, yeah, or you know, yeah. I guess as a woman, maybe it affects me differently than you guys, you know, and some people, I guess, they don't think about these things until it happens to them.
Right.
Until at that point of time when, like, your parents passed away, and you're like, oh shit, is this all I'm getting? It is just like that. And you know, this is just one example that's very clear.
Right.
You know, that would affect everybody, you know, because, you know, your parents would die, right? And then lo and behold, this is, you know, what you get or what you don't get,
Okay.
right?
So I'm sorry. I'm sorry to ask you this question. Might sound a bit insensitive, but was your mom's passing sort of like did it
A
by
key
chance
factor.
pave the way for you to leave the religion, Like, were you like holding on to religion because your mom was still alive?
In a way, yes.
Mm.
Yeah.
So that was
I
a
did
trigger
tell
point.
her though. I did tell her before she passed away. I mean before she when I say before she passed away, it doesn't mean like on her deathbed lah. I'm not
Right,
like
right.
that
Yeah,
lah.
yeah.
But she's always known me as I'm the rebel in the family. I'm like, like that. So I don't remember when I tell her, but it's like, oh, you know what? I love you, mom, and all that, out of respect and everything. This you do things out of respect for your parents, really. Respect, love, and consideration, And then I've told her like, mom, if when you're not around anymore, I'm going to leave. I'm going to renounce, and I'm going to get a dog.
Okay.
I've
What
always
did she
wanted to
say?
get a dog.
Do you have one now?
Yeah, I have
Okay.
What breed?
a Chihuahua.
Hey, cute.
She is my sweetheart.
Okay.
And
What was her reaction when you said that?
just like her many many reactions, even with all the heartaches and the headaches I've given her when I was a teenager. Like, where is she? That she didn't come back for 2 days, kind of a reaction, lah. So
How did she react, or how did your family and your community react? Like, was it like a challenging process, or were they like a bit more receptive towards the changes in your religious perspective and thoughts?
you mean at that point of time?
Yeah. Or even up till now, like, do you still face any form of challenges among your family and your community
No,
when they are
not at all.
not at all?
Well, community, I don't give a shit.
Okay.
I mean, I think you just like whatever. You live your life,
Right,
I live
right.
mine.
But in the case of your close ones, your loved ones, like, what was your initial reaction?
My my immediate ones are really my immediate family. My parents basically have passed on, bless their soul. So okay lah, and then they're left with my siblings lah. And honestly, those are the only people I kind of care about, right?
Right,
I
right.
mean, So I told them, and yeah, they were like, well, blood is thicker than water. That's a very sweet thing, my sister said.
Right.
And I'm like, yeah, cool.
So I would assume you partake in religious festivities like Raya and all those things together.
Last Raya I didn't. Wait, last Raya was I didn't.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I have no issues with
Yeah.
To me, it's like the only difference from what happened on previous years before and now is when it comes to, like, for example, festivities, I'm there, right? The only difference is last time I was Muslim, now I'm not. But everything else is
It's
the
the same.
same.
Yeah, because customs is still customs.
Yeah,
Right.
correct,
Customs,
correct.
but it really, because
Yeah.
like I said, remember, I've never been into it,
Mm-hmm.
So it's the only thing, it's like this, it's like a line. The only thing is, last time I was here, now I'm just here. Over the line, and that was the only thing that differentiated was the legal work, the legal work.
Right.
And but nothing else is different,
Yeah. I get you.
and yeah.
Were you ever hijabi by any chance? Just curious.
No, never.
So you never donned the hijab or the tudong or anything at all? Most of
Only
your life
when
you
I
just
had to lah.
for prayers and that kind of stuff.
Yeah
lah.
lah, I mean, you got to, right?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, if I only I can like that. I mean, you can't do free hair, no. So, but no, I've never been into it.
Okay, now now we spoke about the past. Now we speak about the present. Like, once you left the religion, you have your freedom.
You could call it that.
Right.
Okay lah. I mean, I don't know about freedom.
You have whatever that you wanted to have. Your peace.
Yeah, I guess.
In a way.
It's I guess when you say freedom is, I mean, it's not like I was shackled,
Yeah.
Okay. The only thing that, like I said, the only thing that stopped, not stopped, but like that was the only thing that was the only hold was the legal issues and the Sharia issues. That was it, right? Yeah. So now that I'm not, and I'm an ex-Muslim, I just don't have that law. I mean, and which is what I've always, I mean, like, okay lah, to me, is now I can give my money to whoever I want.
Right, right.
Right,
And I want to be cremated, and yeah, those things lah.
So basically, there was really not much of any difference between you being a ex-Muslim and currently now lah, as a Muslim and now. No differences at all. It's just that the religious perspective was just taken away from your identity. That's it.
Yeah, I would
Okay.
say that. I
Okay.
would say that. Yes.